guys. How are you? Well. Look at this bunch. Look, fellas, how about a little number? A little song. A number that I heard in America they tell me is very popular here. It's something about a bum walking along the road and he meets some dame named Matilda. Is that right? No dame? Yeah, we must meet something. All right, now look. Let's start the singing. Let me see. Oh, you can do better than that. Let me hear you here. All right, now go.
Magazine. Sorry, where'd they get you? Come on.
Mutti, ich bin hier. Mutti.
Смотри, мама, он здесь, смотри.
lady. That's it, lady. Come on. Thanks, Digger. You're learning. Damn it. Mister. Forget it, son.
We're very thankful to the Australian government for offering the assistance and making it possible for us to get here. I plan on becoming an Australian citizen as soon as possible. I have great faith in the country. I know it's going to go ahead by leaps and bounds, and I'm very glad to be able to take just a small part.
Leader of the Australian Labour Party and the Prime Minister of Australia, Mr. Glenn Chifley.
As the leader of the government of this country, and speaking, as His Honour has spoken, and Mr. Calder has spoken, to say to you, you have come to a country in which I believe great opportunities will present themselves. You have come to a country where democracy is not just a platitude, but something that is practiced.
I, then your name,
I, Glenn Mastro,
swear by Almighty God
swear by Almighty God
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the Commonwealth of Australia.
to the Commonwealth of Australia.
I will ask the Prime Minister to hand you your certificate of naturalization.
I don't believe it.
Will the registrar call the next applicant?
Watch it.
I, then your name,
We've been officially introduced. Just watch it, okay?
swear by Almighty God
Great tie you're wearing, son. Where'd you get it? On the boat
that
coming
I
out.
will be faithful
Good.
Faithful
Your mum would be
and
proud of
bear
you.
true allegiance
and true
to
allegiance
the Commonwealth
I didn't appreciate what happened in there.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mel China, but you are the enemy.
You've never heard of professional ethics, have you?
Professional ethics.
Yeah.
Leonard, you sound more and more like my poor old mother every day.
Look, I wouldn't normally sock an old Blanco 10 years my senior.
I sincerely hope not.
Who's so far gone with booze, 4-hour lunches and carpet bowls that he wouldn't even remember what professional ethics were.
Carpet bowls.
Yeah, and dominoes too.
Out. In. 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 Where's the wide shot? Wide shot of the whole event.
You don't need it. Now stay close to the faces. Let the faces tell the story.
Frank would have taken a wide shot.
Yeah, good old Frank.
Whatever your brother's other shortcomings, Frank always did a thorough job.
Didn't he, Amy?
Yeah, I'll give him that. He always did a thorough job.
Out.
We're very thankful to the Australian government for offering the assistance and...
Berthing at Sydney, the Wanganella brings a sick passenger from New Zealand. Coming ashore in his circus truck is baby elephant Jodie, trunk and all. Jodie is just 14 months old, and that's a babyhood hair under her chin.
Good morning, Frank McGuire's office. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Mr. McGuire's in conference. Look, Can I take
Sorry, Merv, no dice. Do it again.
What's wrong with it this time?
Look, we're called Newsco International because we're an international newsreel, Digger.
That's one theory.
Which means if the Poms or the Frogs or the Eskimos see it, they got to get excited.
It's not going to be seen overseas anyway.
Not with that narration, it won't. With that narration, it won't be seen here, mate.
Yeah.
Look, I'm hard because I care. Okay?
I will ask the Prime Minister to hand you your certificate of naturalization.
What in heaven's name is that?
I was improving the composition. Deep focus. The Orson Welles touch.
I hope that's a joke.
It's a joke.
You're not going to tell me what happened, are you?
No.
And we're going to have a blue about it, are we?
Only if you want to.
Is that in, AG?
Do you think it ought to be in?
Yes, I do.
Right, it's in. I want to see you two in my office right after this.
What, that sure?
You understand that, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Make sure you remember it then, huh?
Sure.
All right, that's all.
Good afternoon, Cinetone.
Does that happen much?
Oh, no, AJ's a good man. Gets a bit moody, that's all.
Why?
Well, it happens when things in your life don't work out. It happens when you end up behind a desk. So you don't end up behind a desk, do you?
I don't intend to.
Good on you, son.
Hey, go easy. It's world history you're kicking on the floor.
He's no loss. None of them are.
Bloody bomber.
Flattery won't get you anywhere, mate.
Some supper, gentlemen.
Beauty.
Don't know how you can drink that stuff. I can't stand the taste.
All right, bros on you.
Are you working right through, Jeff?
Yeah, why?
Oh, we have to go through that inventory, remember?
Sure.
Maybe when you're finished.
Yeah. Why don't we do it now?
What?
What's the matter with right now?
It's fine.
See you there in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Bitch, done.
5 bob on it?
You're on. My share.
Industrial lawlessness comes to Sydney's streets as militant red-lead wharf laborers threaten strike action outside the arbitration courts. Meanwhile, in an exclusive Cinetone interview, former Communist Secretary Malcolm Sharpley reveals his motives for rejecting the worldwide red conspiracy of which he was so recently a part.
I want to say emphatically and finally that my motive is to awaken this country to a real danger.
And you say that this danger is the Communist Party?
Quite definitely. And if you don't believe that communism is a real menace in this country, you are living in a fool's paradise. They are trying to sabotage everything that you've been struggling for years. They would destroy everything that is democratic. even to selling out of this country.
Television, no longer just around the corner, is monitored in a corner of the Hotel Australia, Sydney, as Australian technicians operate British cameras to put on Australia's first demonstration.
And now we present those two old-fashioned girls, Ada and Elsie.
Lift your veil, Else. I bet they thought we'd be playing. They're glad it's not Creek's televising Carmen tomorrow night.
Carmen, oh, that lovely opera. Oh, Ada, what a thrill when the Matador fights Il Toro.
Il Toro? What's that?
Italian for bull.
Oh. Vote for us and reduce your taxes.
What's that?
Australian for the same thing.
Two stars of radio in a new broadcast medium that maybe one day will come to Australia.
Not nearly as common as it was in grandfather's, but there are still many suffering from this disease. Those which they take Bex, B-E-X. Bex, the better ABC. Bex will not cure gout, only a doctor's skill, careful dieting, and nursing moves. But Bex will...
Mr. Mac? Yeah? That bloke, your brother? Yeah. Why did he leave the company?
Because he's a disloyal, self-seeking bastard, that's why.
Well, why shouldn't he leave? I mean, if the money's better.
Well, son, if you don't know that, I can't tell you.
Well, I don't know a lot of things, do I? I mean, I'm new around here. I'm a, what do you call it, a moral primitive.
True. Too true. Yeah, well, the company took us on when we were broke. Our folks were starving.
Good morning, Cinetone.
The both of us. Frank first, then me. Sweeping floors, worked our way up. Now, the company didn't have to do that, did they? No, but they did.
What, a depression, was it?
Yeah, the depression.
Well, how long are you on the dole then?
We didn't go on the dole. Not the Maguires. The battling Maguires. Must have been mad.
Len. There's your jobs for the day.
Thanks.
And about that telephoto lens.
What about the telephoto lens?
You may be the senior cameraman, mate, but share the equipment around, right?
I'll keep it in mind, mate.
And Chris, smarten yourself up before you go out on the job, right?
Oh, well, you know, there we worked down the tube, keeping on the platform, stacked us in like sardines, they did. You come up in the morning, check out whose house got bombed. Yeah, it felt really good some mornings coming up there knowing you'd survived in amongst all that destruction. But there were the cameramen, you see, they were there, getting it all down and dodging in and out amongst the bombs and the fires and that. And I thought, well, that's for me, ain't it? I mean, so that's why I came out here. Well, it take too bloody long in England. Everything takes too bloody long there.
Yes, well, it's not exactly overnight here either, Digger.
Yeah, but there's more chances here, ain't there? I mean, more chances in a new young country.
What do you think of Ben Chifley?
He's a bit common, ain't he?
Common?
Well, 6 years ago, he was still an engine driver.
Ben Chifley's the second best Prime Minister we ever had, mate. Don't you forget that.
Oh, yeah? Who's the first then?
Right?
Who's the first then? Just so I know, like, you know. Well, for purposes of social intercourse.
John Curtin, mate. And about John Curtin, you don't get witty. You get me?
Whenever you've got a tough English piece of work to do, if you're feeling a bit nervy, just reach for your Wrigley's.
There are some in the community who think that the rabbit catch will swell Australia's harvest of rabbit skins. But it is more sensible to remember that our last wool clip was worth £156 million, the basis of our national economy, and something to be protected. Rabbits are public enemy number one. It's a national responsibility that cannot be ignored if this country is to rebuild from the setbacks of the war. We must stamp out the rabbit menace, and we must do it now.
Come on, let's go and get one, huh?
Right. My car's waiting.
Seen Mo lately?
Only last weekend. He's not well, you know.
Yeah. So I heard.
Good days.
I used to turn out 4 features a year before the war. That was just me.
We've seen the best of our times, I'm afraid.
I'm still hopeful. Kid myself, I'm hopeful.
See you at the screenings.
Yeah.
That's the way you like to take it if you want to be vulgar and common.
Many thanks, Mick. G'day, Jeff.
Here we are. Thank you. Look, it'll be all over by 10.
Now, here, 2 more.
Yeah, I'll be home by 10:30, I don't know. Okay, love. See you later. Jesus.
How'd you be?
All right.
All right.
Something on your mind?
Why should there be anything on my mind?
No reason. So you've nothing on your mind?
Thought I might POQ, that's all.
What do you mean?
Cheer through, lead the country.
Why would you want to do a thing like that? Best country in the world.
A bit pissed off in general, I think, Tiger.
Oh, pissed off, are you?
Yeah.
What about Amy?
What about Amy? She's all right. She'll be running all you blokes down at Cinetone before long.
No, I mean you and Amy. She's been waiting 6 years, mate.
Things aren't as simple as that, Tiger. They never were.
Listen, are you two gentlemen coming or not?
Where?
Our Anzac Day special. We shall dismember them.
You mean we invited you newsco blokes?
Well, why not? We're in the front line together, weren't we?
Yeah.
There's only original narration so far, but the music's on. And I just want a few general opinions and no remarks in poor taste, okay?
Little boys growing up.
Get stuffed.
Anzac, a day when we remember all those mighty Australian warriors and the sacrifices made by them in order that we may now live free from tyranny. A day on which, except for marching feet, beating hearts, the homage and the plaudits proudly given, the life of our cities is stilled, and the spirit and glory of the nation is paramount. The true spirit of Anzac has been graphically brought to the attention of all Australians by the vivid newsreel images of fighting Australians at war. And no more moving a tribute exists than the remarkable scenes photographed in New Guinea by cameraman Damien Parra.
Jeez, that's good footage.
He's a good cameraman.
That was a maniac. I remember him up before dawn every morning, clicking away at his rosary.
So what's wrong with that?
Once religion gets you in its vice-like grip, you've had it. Mental. You go mental.
Where is he? I mean, where's he when he's filming that?
No man's land.
Eh?
Between the two front lines. Chaps on one side of him, us on the other.
Oh, I mean, where's he now, then? It was the last shot he ever took.
Damien Parra, seen here in action just before his death, gave his all for a cause in which he truly believed.
I think this is where the ladies leave.
I'll come with you.
Cecil B. the Mills, look out.
Why don't you stay? You might pick up a few clues for the next lucky lady.
Whoa, where'd you get that one from, Mac? I pick her up round the back of the studio?
Christ, what's wrong with him?
You know, he just got married. Takes them like that. I think everybody should get married.
Whereas we know better, don't we?
I didn't mean it like that, and you know it.
Yeah, you mean it like something different every time, don't you?
Don't start it.
It's just that most of the time I doubt the truth of what you say.
If you want out, you can have it.
Want out? What kind of an expression is that? I don't want out, I just want honesty.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
What was he talking about?
He thinks you and I should get married.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Jesus, you're a cold fish. You really think you're a good time Charlie, don't you? Full of life. But there's something really dead about you, Frank.
Stop talking like Woman's Weekly.
I'm not talking like the Women's Weekly.
Look, things aren't what they should be. They never have been.
I never said they were. I just want my fair share of the way they are, that's all.
Come on. Let's grab a hot dog and go for a drive down the beach, eh?
Yeah, why not?
Want a beer?
Can't stand the stuff, mate.
Hey, Greasy, that's really good iron, mate. You're doing us both proud.
All three of us.
Like market, mate. Any way to shop? You old rogue. Hey, Christopher, get a tripod, mate. Professional standards, eh?
You're so close to the sea. It's a pity. It'll tarnish the silver. Who can afford silver?
You ought to go to the news, go see Frank.
Thank you
give you a
much
job.
there, Chris.
Thanks,
He's
mate.
after your job, Len. Care for a date, say?
Possible to cut, mate.
You're an army cook, were you?
Yeah, that's right. What do you infer?
Nothing at all. Just can't see how our side won.
Now bite your bum, see if that tastes any better.
Hey, mind your language, is ladies present.
Grab the beer, Christopher. Never mind the food, get the grub. Oh, come on, fellas, ladies first.
This morning the sun was shining.
Get that room finished.
Set in anyway.
Perhaps I'm beginning to wonder whether I should have called this meeting.
Yeah, well, there's wet paint everywhere else.
Well, anyone for snakes and ladders? Where's the baby coming, Faye?
Oh, any minute now. Tonight, maybe.
We're painting the extension blue, hoping God will take the hint.
Don't say things like that, Lynn.
Yeah, cross yourself quick. Say 3 Hail Marys and touch your toes 3 times.
How's it feel?
Oh, a bit scary. All so soon.
Sooner than you thought?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's what happens when you marry a good Catholic.
Well, we're all Catholics, Amy. Everyone in this room is a Catholic. Len and I are what you'd call Roman Catholic.
I'll get some more booze.
And, how are you, Amy, these days? Oh, making art, you know.
Yes.
Well, it stopped. Just a sun shower.
Yeah. Well, we better be getting back to it. Nice chatting to you, ladies.
Oh, pleasure was all ours.
Ah, nice food, Mrs. McGuire.
America?
That's right.
You're mad.
Oh, that's where it is. Whatever it is.
How do you know?
Well, you know, I've heard rumors.
Funny. After, what, 33 years of close personal contact with you, I don't know you at all.
You're just not observant, that's all.
I mean, you're making this film about the communist menace, right?
Who told you that?
AG turned it down. Even he wouldn't touch it.
That's so.
And, you're a Labour voter, right?
I'm paid to make films, aren't I?
Yeah.
Look, I'm 37 years old, got no responsibilities, and that's the crucial consideration, no responsibilities. So I want to go places.
Yeah, good luck to you.
Well, if you want to stick around for the superannuation, gold watch, 30 bob a week for the rest of your life, that's okay with me.
There's more to it than that, and you know it.
Ah, not the way I see it. I'll send you a postcard from Hollywood, okay?
Yeah, terrific.
Yeah, you're so normal, you really are.
What sort of remark's that?
Well, I mean, you're overworked, underpaid, but you're loyal. And you're grateful. You're a good company man. Company hack. Good on you, mate.
Get stuff, will you?
After 8 years in office under the leadership of first Prime Minister Curtin and then Mr. Chifley, the Australian Labour Party has been defeated at the polls by Mr. Menzies' new Liberal Country Party coalition.
Looks like a big kangaroo, doesn't it?
Mr. Chifley seen here voting. Mr. Menzies casts his choice.
may think it's funny. Stop it there, will you, Macca? I'm astonished at you, Jeff, for imagining that a piece of bad taste like that was worth your time, my disappointment in you, and the money I'm going to dock from your pay for the ingenious processing work.
Oh, come on.
Astonished. Absolutely astonished.
It was a joke, A.G.
And something of a political statement.
Just because after 9 years of well-nigh traitorous incompetence, we now have a government capable of getting us out of the mess your friends got us into.
After the Brisbane line, you're calling Chifley traitorous?
A government that maybe even will put the film industry back on its feet.
We've all heard that before.
Will you listen to me when I'm talking to you? I still have some authority around here.
We never said you didn't.
In my day, people had respect for those who had the goodness to employ them when nobody else would.
I voted for Winston Churchill.
Good on you, Christopher.
I think he's great.
I have never promised anything but rum, sodomy, and the lash.
Okay. Roll on, Macca.
I just want to say this to you. You have given us not only an enormous majority, but an enormous task. We're going to do our best to perform that task. And all the time that we're performing it, we shall remember that we represent all the people, not just the ones who voted for us, but the ones who voted against us. And that the real thing that we have to produce in Australia is not only national prosperity, but national unity.
Yeah, I believe it when I see it.
I won't believe it then.
Good luck, Frank. See you, French. Have a good trip, mate. Good luck to you, fella. Sure. All acquaintance we forgot, and never all to should old acquaintance be forgot, all the days old lang syne. Right, boy. For old lang syne, my dear. For old lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness for old lang syne. Good luck, Frank. Good boy.
Presenting Chapter 2535 of When a Girl Marries.
That's a bit alarmist, isn't it, A.G.?
It is not. It's not alarmist at all.
What, you mean in 5 years' time, Newsco will have all the independent exhibitors tied up and we won't get a look in?
On the present figures, that's just what I mean.
My calculations projected through to 1960.
What, merely because they got more overseas content?
Thanks to Frank Maguire, yes, more exciting overseas content.
Good old Frank.
Well, we can't fight them on overseas content, can we?
No, we can't. Haven't got the stringers, haven't got the funds. Have we, Sir Charles?
No, indeed you haven't.
That's right. We had the vision, the grasp, the talent, the eagerness. But we haven't got the funds.
Bertie, we've been over all this.
Yes, I know we have.
Morning, A.G.
Good morning.
I want to speak to you later, Len, about your timesheet.
Right.
I wasn't amused by that note at the end, mate.
Oh, yeah? Just because you were around when a big story blew up doesn't mean you can take liberties with the timesheet. You follow me, I trust?
I follow you, AG.
Well, our view is that we go for more Australian content rather than less. We bill ourselves as the Australian newsreel. We'll be the only true Australian newsreel.
Yeah, we haven't got much choice, have we?
I believe there's enough patriotism and loyalty left in the country to help us out. I really do.
It bloody better be. So, we emphasize the kangaroos, the koala bears, the outback. More stories, humorous stories, if you like, from the outback, where the true Australians live.
Right.
The communist pressure all around the world has been very, very cleverly designed. It's showing up in the form of war in Korea today. There are obvious pressure spots which may become active in the near future.
In America and all over the world, anti-communist feeling mounts. The enemy within, the communist menace, the Stalinist world conspiracy are phrases on the lips of all nations. In Australia, Prime Minister Menzies seeks to abolish the Communist Party. In the High Court, opposition leader Evatt, successor to Mr. Chifley, calls any attempt to outlaw any political party a threat to democracy. And the Communist Party dissolution bill is declared unconstitutional and thrown out of court. Undaunted, the Prime Minister has recently called a referendum, asking for a constitutional amendment enabling the government to outlaw communism and imprison any person two cabinet ministers together declare to be communist. This, in Dr. Evatt's view, would give the ministers police state powers, powers comparable with those of... I thought I told you to take that out.
It's in, Ken. Can we back up to the head?
I'm not going to say it.
It's still in, Ken. AG reckons it's fair comment.
Is that so? Well, convey to AG my resignation, effective as of this moment.
Oh, come on.
And remind him he owes me £3.
I warned you.
Look, it's not as though you've got to say something that isn't true.
And what's that got to do with the fact that I'm not going to say it?
It's got everything to do with the fact that it should be said.
Listen, mate. I depend on government bodies like the ABC for half my daily bread. And I'm not calling any government that pays me as well as these buggers do a police state. And I know what you're going to say because you're so bloody predictable.
Yeah, and what am I going to say?
Any government that won't let you say things against it is a police state government. Am I right?
Yeah, that's right. That's what I was going to say. I was also going to say
I couldn't agree with you more. And when we're declared communist because of your tomfool narration, and we're blacklisted like those overpaid pansies in Hollywood, we can tell it all to our fellow inmates in jail, eh?
Look, it doesn't have to come to that.
Now,
if people
convey
like
to AG my resignation and wish him a Merry Christmas. Anytime you care to take the sentence out, I'm contactable by telephone at the pub. I'm exercising my democratic right to go on strike, that's all.
I always knew you were a gutless wonder.
When you're 64 and you've had your first heart attack, you'll know how it feels, Sonny Jim.
countless wonders of the world unite.
Ah, shut up.
Can't expect them all to sleep together. Especially if this one's a boy.
You want another extension, don't you?
We'll have to get a bigger house.
You can't afford a bigger house.
Well, then we haven't got any choice. You know what I mean. Enough can be enough.
Enough what?
Oh, you know.
You can take precautions.
No. No, I've made up my mind.
Good for you.
You just can't do without it, can you? Not even in the country, I bet.
What can I say to that?
Think I don't know what goes on when you and Chris go away together, off into the wild blue yonder?
Nothing goes on.
Don't believe you.
I don't, then. I don't believe that's my kid either.
Dare you?
I'm sorry.
I found Cheryl yesterday. She was just about to take a swig from that Lysol bottle.
Well, keep it out of her reach, love.
You don't know what it's like, trying to manage on my own with you away half the time.
I know. I know.
I've got to be mother and father to them. Mother and father half the time.
I know, love. I'm sorry.
Credis in Jesum Christum, filium eius unicum, Dominum nostrum, natum et passum.
Credo.
Credis et in Spiritum Sanctum, Sanctam Ecclesiam Catholicam, Sanctorum Communionem, Remissionem Peccatorum, Canis Resurrectionem et Vidam Aeternam.
Credo.
Vis baptizari.
Volo.
Ego te baptizo, Leonard Patrick, in nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. And if you could take some of those, perhaps, and show them to neighbours, people that you work with, things like that.
Thanks, fella.
And how many for you?
None at all, Father.
I beg your pardon, Leonard?
We differ, that's all. There's nothing more to it than that.
Oh, so we differ, do we?
Yes, that's right, we differ.
You're not disputing my right as a citizen priest to have my opinion.
Not at all, Father. I think you're wrong this time, that's all.
Well, I'm astounded to hear you say that, Leonard. I really am.
Please, Dad. It's embarrassing enough as it is.
What do you mean, embarrassing?
Just what I said.
I'm interested, Leonard, in how you fellow travellers can stand up in the face of Stalin's labour camps, the persecution of the church.
I'm not a fellow traveller. I'm a Democrat. I believe in democracy.
Don't raise your voice to Father Coughlin.
Oh, Christ.
And don't blaspheme.
You deny, then, that the communists are gaining control of all our unions?
They probably are, so what?
They've got to be stopped.
Why?
Well, if you don't know that, Leonard, I'm sorry for you. I really am.
Look, don't bother being sorry for me, okay?
Leonard, you're making a spectacle of yourself.
If you're going to bring him up that way, I feel even more sorry for her.
I'll get rooted.
Charming.
Righto, everyone, line up, please. Come on, bunch it up a little. Good. wanted for career. Australia seeks men who are willing to back...
Voice man!
Oh, come in, Jim.
Good day.
Want to take a cup of tea?
Not today, love. Some other time. Good day.
Good day. Some other time, eh? What, when I'm not here?
What?
It's a joke, love.
Funny sort of joke.
Yeah, well, we all get tempted, don't we?
You say so. I'm sure you're the expert.
Oh, Christ, love.
Don't blaspheme. Not in this house, thank you.
In this house? What do you mean, your house? Is that what you mean?
Well, I never wanted it like that. I wanted it to be our house.
7 o'clock.
It is our house.
A final count overnight has established that by a narrow margin, Australians have voted no. I repeat, no, to ban the Communist Party. Of 4,754,589 votes counted, the noes outnumber the yes vote.
Hope you're satisfied.
Come on, love.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch you.
No.
From an RAAF aircraft in wartime are the giants of the earth. Grim, inhospitable, forbidding. And the greatest of these giants is Everest itself, a permanent challenge to the adventurous spirit of man. Now it has been conquered, and in Kathmandu they build special stands and arches of welcome in readiness for celebration. Tenzing Norgay, the Sherpa, now called the Tiger of Tigers, and Edmund Hillary of New Zealand, who, like the leader of the expedition, is to be knighted by a queen who heard the news on her coronation day. Another first for the proud peoples of Australasia, the conquest of one of the giants of the earth.
Wonderful, Kenny. Wonderful stuff. Yeah. That'll show you, Sco. That'll teach the bastards to ride with the Yanks. Good stuff.
Good mix, Crazy. Beauty.
Good stuff. I feel like...
Bertie!
One of the pioneers of the film industry, the man who more than any other gave Australia its face, the character by which this country is known throughout the world.
At Kingsford Smith Airport, the highest-ranking American ever to visit Australia arrives with his wife from New Zealand. He is the Vice President of the United States, Senator Richard M. Nixon, and he is on a special goodwill mission.
That's wrong. Senator's wrong.
What?
He used to be senator, now he's vice president.
Still call him senator. It's a courtesy title.
No, it's not. Vice president supersedes senator.
Yeah, maybe.
The senator is no stranger to the microphone, and at the Hotel Australia, he speaks with his customary eloquence on the Cold War problem.
We have a secret weapon. It isn't the atomic bomb. It's the people. The people want peace.
Senator Nixon makes an immediate impression with his clean-cut, direct approach.
If AG was here, it'd be Mr. Nixon.
If AG was here, he'd throw you all out of the studio.
Christ, that all went in the soundtrack. You wire to the head, will you, Macca?
At Kingsford Smith Airport, the highest-ranking American ever to visit Australia arrives with his wife from New Zealand. He is the Vice President of the United States, Senator Richard M. Nixon, and he is on a special goodwill mission.
Bloody awful. It's a bloody awful newsreel. Jesus, if I was head of this company, I should be.
Come off it, Amy, okay? We're doing our best.
Yeah, that's what worries me.
Settle down.
Is made of government policy that the best policies eventually will develop.
Cars, cars, and more cars, as 30,000 people pack Moore Park, Sydney for the start of the first Round Australia RedX Reliability Car Trial. 192 vehicles cross the starting line at 2-minute intervals on the first leg of the longest, toughest trial in the world. The Cinetone Holden film unit with cameramen Len Maguire and Christopher Hewitt will cover the entire course, and you'll be seeing all the action on this screen over the coming weeks.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Well, the way we've got to keep ahead of them all the time. Why don't we enter the bloody thing ourselves? We'll probably win the prize.
Christopher, if our lives were ruled by logic, we'd all be in real estate. There, there. All right, Christopher. This is the one. Get it set up, will you?
Oh, shit. Nothing broken, is that, Tom? You all right?
You all right, mate?
You bloody bastards! You bloody bastards! You knew it was there. You could have warned us.
Yeah, I'm sorry, mate.
I'd knock your bloody block off.
Oh, shit.
Cut it out, Tony. It was an accident. Mongrels.
Take it easy.
Sorry, mate.
Shit.
Who wows the Sheilas with his handsome-looking dial? Nobody else but little me. Who knocks them rotten with just a pleasant smile? Nobody else but little me. But when their fathers look for me, I'm always out of reach. I've got out of more tight squeezes than a blonde at Bondi Beach. Who wows the Sheilas with his handsome-looking dial? Nobody else but little me. Who did the washing up when Grandma came to stay? Nobody else but little me. She started up some singing with a voice like TNT. She blew up when she went
Would you like to dance?
She croaked through old Black Joe, then she started Old Man River. So I whacked her in the kisser with a hunk of bullock's liver. Who did the washing up when Grandma came to stay? Nobody else but little me. Who did the milking when me old man went to town? Nobody else but little me. Nobody else but little me.
You Chris Hewitt?
That's right, I am.
Yeah, thought that's who you were.
What's your name?
Ellie. Ellie Wilson. I hitchhiked down for the cars. So exciting, isn't it?
Where from?
Winton. It's a little town 40 miles away.
Must be quite a change for you.
Yeah.
And so, in conclusion, I'd like us to think of the Red X trial as a symbol, a latter-day symbol of the intrepid, do-or-die spirit that gave us this great land of ours. And now I say to you all, this is pioneering country out here, and we welcome you to it. And now the ladies of the CWA have prepared an excellent supper.
When are you moving out?
About 4 o'clock in the bloody morning. Got to get ahead of the others. Wish I could stay.
I wish you could too.
I think you're great, you know that?
4 in the morning, that's not much time.
Not much.
Mum would kill me if I stayed out till 4 in the morning. It's bad enough hitchhiking here.
How would you know? She's 40 miles away.
She'd know. That's all that happens, is it?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just thought it'd be different, that's all.
Yeah, is this your first time?
What do you think? Can't you tell? Can't you feel anything?
How would I know?
You'd know. All those towns you go to. You must have had lots of girls. Big glamour boy.
Glamour boy? Look, I'll have you know that I'm not just a pretty face. I'm an individual. I've got feelings. What's the matter?
I think you're funny.
Not much cop, eh?
Oh, it's all right. I could get to like it.
Glad to hear it.
You're funny.
Come on, Chris.
You all right?
Of course I will. See you.
Dirty young bastard. Just testing my wings.
See the jungle when it's wet with rain, but remember, darling, till you're home again, you belong to me.
Good at it. You'll be right.
Sorry to see you go.
Oh, you know, greener pastures.
England?
Yeah. Best place for an aging radical.
Christopher, there's someone to see you in the foyer. Been waiting 3 hours.
G'day. What are you doing here?
Hello.
It's a touch over 2-8. Up the duff, is she?
Oh, yeah, up the duff.
Poor little girl. Not a very good way to start.
Start what?
A marriage.
We weren't necessarily going to start a marriage.
Oh, that's so.
I like her, but, you know, 50 years, you know?
I'm not sure I do.
Well, there's alternatives.
Yeah? 2. You can either do the right thing or the wrong thing.
Well, look, she doesn't necessarily want to get married either, you know?
Really? And that's why she hitchhiked 400 miles by herself for something she didn't want.
Well, what would you know about it, eh? I mean, what would you really know about it?
Listen, son, there's some things in life that just don't change, right? No, but seriously, for a whinging pom he'll do. He won't do much because of his background. 3 hands of poker behind the dunny is their idea of hard work. But he'll always do the little he does do with the maximum possible reluctance. That's the sort of bloke he is. I think the bridesmaids look lovely. There seems to be more of them now than what there is when I came in. But I'd like you now to charge your glasses in appreciation of a very good job they've done. To the bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids.
Funny, eh?
Oh, no, I think it's terrific. I'd never have made my mind up on my own.
You know what, Chris?
What?
I wanted it to end up this way.
Oh, yeah?
The swollen Hunter River, and behind this raging torrent lies the sunken city of Maitland. The Newsco camera team on the spot recorded these dramatic scenes as stranded townsfolk are evacuated by Army Duck.
Cinetone, the road's blocked. Where are you going?
Maitland.
Got a duck. Do you want a lift?
Yeah, looks like it. Oh, look, we got a lot of bread in the back. They gave us some bread. We take it in.
All right. She'll be right.
Ripper. Thanks.
Mrs. Lawson of Brankston, your husband Rod has sent a message to say that if you're listening, try and phone him to the
You'll have to trust me. Never tried this before. I think it'll be all right. Oops.
The police have asked that all people stranded or seeking assistance should, if possible, phone the Civil Defence Headquarters at the Maitland Town Hall on 36. Repeat that, Maitland Town Hall on 36.
Twill serve. Shakespeare.
Fair dinkum.
Police have asked that residents being evacuated take a minimum of personal effects with them, as you can imagine, there's very little room in the rescue vehicles. This is 2NX Maitland, broadcasting non-stop around the clock. Wait a minute. Stay tuned.
Like the inside of an eye, mate. How can the phone be working?
Christ knows. Can you send us down some penicillin and bandages?
Yeah? Where to?
Town Hall. Other end of the main street, half a mile down.
Yeah, all right. Who's this?
What do you mean, who's this? This is the mayor of Maitland, that's who. My worship, the mayor.
Right, eh?
Anybody hurt?
Oh, Jesse, look at that. He's got through.
There are you, worship. Got your order here.
Good on you, my boy.
Bless you, bless you.
I feel like the Queen Mother.
Here, have a drink.
Thank you.
Home brew. Highly illegal, but pretty tasty.
Don't mind if I do. Haven't had breakfast.
People are really wonderful.
Don't see many places with indoor pools, do you?
so.
Where's young Chris?
Well, I don't know.
Hey, Charlie, there.
Maitland, a city of 25,000 people, lies drowning beneath a yellow tide. For floods aren't only swollen rivers. They scour and destroy in the lust for havoc. They kill, they maim, they cause heartbreak and suffering.
Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart. For it's hard, you will find, to be narrow of mind if you're young at heart. You can go to extremes with impossible schemes. You can laugh.
Come on, you blokes over here. Hey, you blokes over there. Come on over here. Straighten out down there around the clearing.
Dr. Livingston, I presume?
Yeah, right again.
Well, she. Seen one, you seen them all.
Yeah.
Mate, over here, come on. Over here.
They're going out live, you know. 6 days ahead of us.
Yeah.
Piss off, why don't you? Oh, you bastards, get out of it! I was shooting bushfires before you were born.
We've all got our problems, Charlie.
How do you know my name?
Well, you're famous, aren't you?
Am I? Well, piss off then, you're fouling up the air.
It's made from pure fruit. One more good reason why I like airplane jelly. Airplane jelly for me.
Great voice you got there, Charles.
It's a gift.
Come on, talk to me, you horrible bastard. I'm lonely. I'm 50 years old and I'm lonely.
I don't feel like it. I'm 40 years old and I'm lonely.
You should worry.
I do. It's the way I am.
You know, it's in my opinion that you suffer from an excess of hope. Hope for the future. I, by contrast, just take things as they come. I'm along for the ride. But you think you're headed somewhere.
Yeah, well, I'm not heading nowhere. None of us are.
You reckon? I used to think that once too. Till the missus took her overdose and the boys turned against me and the budgerigar died of beak rot and a few other things. No, we're not headed anywhere.
We can all find excuses for tossing it in, Charlie, my boy.
Oh, no. Not excuses, mate. Reasons.
Sweet, sweet memories you get. You can't beat memories you get from me. Say one fresh.
Does the drive back count as overtime?
Technically, yeah.
No, I'll put in for it then.
Why don't you cut your hair?
Why don't you grow yours?
Right all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Right all the time. Well, you came there because a rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine.
G'day, you lucky girl.
Hi. There are some letters for you on the table.
Right.
And Faye rang. She said you're late with the check.
So, what's new?
I saw you on the TV news shooting the fire.
How was I?
Just the way I want to remember you. Strong, resolute, handsome.
What about a beer? What did it look like? The bushfire on the television. Was it good?
Yeah, it was good enough. It won't be as spectacular as yours, but good.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
I don't know. Feels like something's over. Feels like...
Like growing up?
Yeah. You all right?
Yeah.
What the hell's that? That's not my stuff. That's some other fire.
Yeah, well, we need it.
My stuff wasn't good enough. Is that what you mean?
Now, look, it's because the television stuff's been to air already, 6 days before we get to the theatre. You know that. So our stuff's got to be really spectacular to compete.
So what do they expect me to do? Get burned to death in front of their eyes?
There was a lot of smoke. We needed more flame.
Now, what are you saying? I didn't go in close enough. Is that what you're saying?
No? No?
He was saying I didn't get in close enough.
Well, maybe you didn't get in close enough.
Do you believe that?
Look, what does it matter if he was right? After 2 decades of getting in close enough, one day he didn't get close enough. What's it matter? You're entitled to a day off.
I think it matters. I think it matters very much.
All right, it matters.
Look, in 18 years, I've never put in 1 foot of unprofessional footage or 1 inch of somebody else's stuff.
And I don't intend to start now.
Look, mate, I reckon you're about due for some time off.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying you're causing me more aggravation than I'm used to around here.
So that's it, is it?
Either shape up or ship out. That's a message for all of us right now.
Right.
Hello.
New York calling, Mr. Len McGuire, please.
Speaking.
Hello, Tiger. How'd you be?
Who's that?
Frank.
Frank who? Oh, Frank. What's up?
Well, I'm vice president of this little movie company.
Yeah, yeah.
And we just got the okay for this drama series based in Melbourne. Anyway, I want you in on it.
You want me in on it?
That's right.
Look, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you know that?
Yeah, I figured I'd find you home. How's Amy?
She's okay. Still trying to take over Cinetone. Do you want to talk to her? She's awake.
No. Look, I'll see you Saturday. I'll be in Sydney.
You'll be here.
That's right. Well, pretty strange to hear your voice.
Pretty bloody strange to hear yours.
Yeah, I guess. See you.
Yeah, see you.
They asked me how I knew my true love was true. I, of course, replied, something here inside cannot be denied. They said someday you'll find
Tiger!
All who love are blind.
Francis, I wishes.
You're looking great.
You're looking pretty good yourself.
Hi. This is Dinah.
Well, hi there.
Hello. This is Amy.
Hi.
Hello? She's my personal assistant.
Oh, really?
Well, what do you think of the place? I got a room upstairs, belongs to a buddy of mine.
That's good.
Yeah, in fact, he owns the whole goddamn skyscraper.
And he's got another one just like it back in L.A.
Fair income.
Yeah, shall we sit down? How was it, kid?
Much the same.
I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or not.
Neither do I.
All this is a bit hard to cope.
What is?
Smoke gets in your
Oh, what do you think?
Well, it's an Australian series, right?
Shot in Australia. At bottom, it's a Western, but what the hell? It's an Australian series.
With an American star.
Yeah, a big one. My lips are sealed.
And I what? Co-produce?
Yeah.
Co-produce or production manage?
A bit of both. You handle the Australian end of things.
And you handle the American end of things?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can we eat? I'd really love to eat.
Look, don't think on it as an office job. You still get to travel, Melbourne, Adelaide, all that.
And you travel back and forth to Los Angeles coordinating?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know.
I saw a koala yesterday at Taronga Park Zoo. Oh, my, I never saw a koala before.
They've got appendixes this long.
Oh, no, you're kidding me.
No, he's not. They got appendices this long.
My next number is one I'm sure you all know, and it's in honor of Mr. Frank McGuire, a local boy who's come home.
Ah, what a surprise. Must have been my buddy.
Wacko.
winding back, Lord, to an old-fashioned shack on the road to Gundagai, where the little gums are growing and the murrum veggies flowing beneath the sunny sky, where my mama and my daddy are waiting for me.
You know, there's always room for you if you wanted to come over.
My childhood once more I shall
Really?
see.
Thanks.
Then no more will I roam where I'm heading straight for home on the road to Gundagai.
Sure seems a long time ago.
Yeah, longish. We talked, I recall, about the purpose of life till 3 in the morning.
Make this the last one, Len. Kids should be in bed. Why don't you come on the weekends when they can stay out?
Who's that, Dad?
That's your Uncle Chris. You remember your Auntie Ellie in the country?
Oh, yeah. Can we play Monopoly now?
Not tonight. Time for bed, everyone.
Yep. Another time, eh, kids? There we are. So that's it, is it? Mrs. Norm Patterson, formerly Maguire.
That's right.
Yeah,
He loves me, Len.
yeah.
Strange as it may seem.
That's not strange, love.
Well, it's not final.
What?
Well, we haven't set a date, I mean.
And you were the one that was such a good Catholic.
He'll be a good father to the kids.
Christ.
Don't you think I should do it?
Look, I don't know.
How do you feel?
Not too bloody good, old mate.
This whole place is not going to seem the same without you.
You'll be all right, you old rogue.
Oh, Len.
Oh, Len. Glad you wanted in. Something's happened.
Oh, yeah?
We've taken a decision. That is, the board of directors have taken a decision, and Sir Charles is in agreement.
Morning, Len.
Sir Charles.
That an amalgamation of Cinetone and Newsco should go ahead forthwith.
Come again?
Well, in view of the unlikelihood of both newsreel companies surviving the arrival of television, we've decided to amalgamate the two on a majority decision of both boards of directors.
As our first joint project, by special arrangement with Sir Avery Brundage, we're doing the Olympic Games, and I want you to direct it, all right?
Direct or shoot and direct?
Shoot and direct, of course. Got something for me to sign?
No, it's all right. Some other time. Gentlemen.
Hi. Where's the cameraman's office?
That's right.
Have it on reliable authority that we're about to share a desk.
Yeah. One fart and you're out.
In this, our first ever Cine News newsreel, we flash back to happier times as the symbolic Olympic torch leaves Sydney en route for Melbourne and the games of the 16th Olympiad. The normally drab southern capital has turned on a bright welcome for the 3,000 athletes from 67 countries now competing in Melbourne. But political events in Europe have cast a dark shadow over the festive Olympic atmosphere. In Hungary, Russian forces have ruthlessly crushed the anti-communist rebellion. Hungarians across the country now mourn their dead. At the Olympic Swimming Stadium, invasion hostilities this week found a strange battleground when Russia played Hungary in a semi-final of the water polo. These world-exclusive Cine News pictures show the brutal encounter that quickly developed in the game.
Christ. What a Donnybrook. Jesus.
Thank Christ, I thought I'd missed you. Been looking for you everywhere.
What the hell are you after now?
You got it, did you? The bloodbath at the water polo?
I like the way you put it.
I've just been on the phone to a guy willing to pay you $50,000 for that footage.
Oh, yeah? Who?
Important American interest.
What's it for? Propaganda? Show how the communists tear themselves apart.
I don't know, something like that.
What's your commission?
We haven't discussed that yet. Listen. How many rolls did you shoot?
2.
Give one to the company and let me handle the other one. That's reasonable?
Go and get stuffed. No, I'll go further. I'm inviting you to bite your bum.
Oh, come on, Len. Hey, Len, come on.
That boy's galloping toward a precipice with his eyes wide open.
He's just a bit old-fashioned, that's all.